Hi, if you just finished a painting and it looks as buckled as mine, stay with me and we will get it flat again. As a first step, let's ensure that our painting stays clean. Place the painted side down on a clean sheet of watercolor paper. Put this little staple on a smooth surface. I personally prefer to put my sheets on a plexiglass so I can transport it somewhere else later. If you don't have a plexiglass at hand, no worries, the backside of your watercolor block will also do the job. The second step is super easy as well. You only need some fresh water and a clean sponge. We wet the whole blank back of your painting with a sponge and the clean water. It's basically like painting. If you can see a shine over the whole back, you've got all the spots. Don't forget also to wet the edges of your watercolor painting carefully. Make sure that no water gets on the other side of your sheet and mess with your painted area. This could be a really nasty surprise afterwards because you reactivate the pigments of your watercolor. I usually hold the bucket edges with my free hand so that the water has less space to run onto the painted sides. So be careful and take your time. I sped up the process, so I spent nearly 5 minutes wetting my paper here. Once everything is moisturized, take a second sheet of watercolor paper and place it on the moist side of your painting. This sheet not only protects your painting, but also the books which we will now collect and place on top of our painting. Take the heaviest and largest books you can find. Of course, you can also use other flat and heavy things to weight your sheets down. When you have collected everything you wanted to put on your top of your painting, we leave it alone and press it at least for 24 hours and then we check again. Before we check out our final result, I wanted to share 3 more tips with you that you might know or not know to straighten your paper. First one is, if you have 100% cotton paper, you can steam iron it like you do with your clothes. And then you press it and it should be also super flat. And the second one is, if it's not that buckled, you can simply put it in a frame with glass and so it will be straight over time. The last tip is you can avoid buckling of your paper if you stretch it out before painting. I think there are a lot of videos about this on YouTube. If you need another one where I maybe explain it, you can let me know. And if you have some other methods, also let us all know in the comments. And I hope you liked this video so far. And now back to the result. When you check your painting after 24 hours, feel whether the back of it is still damp. If this is the case, then put everything back on and continue the pressing. Only when your picture is completely dry, it won't curl again. How quickly your picture dries depends on the room temperature and humidity, so 24 hours is just a rough guide. My painting, for example, took nearly 2 days to dry, and as you can see, it's now much smoother than before and it's ready to be framed.